So, this is. Can you talk to us a little
Yes.
bit more about what you do here with the center?
Yes. The African Culture Institute is concentrated on three main subjects. Those who have been neglected in the relation between the black world and the so-called Western world. Is history, because we do not have history according to them. Literature and art. So the culinary, I would say, traditions are part of course, the culture. It cannot be left out.
Yeah.
So, our cultural tradition are many thousand years old, have been kept by women. So that's science you're trying to promote here.
Yeah.
Yes, the best way. So we had a chef coming from the Ivory Coast who was a specialist in African dishes. I cannot speak. I'm interviewed. Huh?
I can pause.
Okay. You take a little bit of all different African dishes, international dishes, French, Creole, and Southern, North Africa, Caribbean. He knows everything.
Yeah.
So you're working for 7 years, 7.5 years. But normally, it's more than normal. A person staying at a spot for 7 years is a record.
Yes.
You never see that elsewhere.
Yeah.
Yes. So I say, okay, if you want to quit, we accompany you. So we give him the best references, and
Great.
but it's tough up there. It's very tough. And he already called me. He said it's not easy. You
Is
should have
it
said. You should.
in Norway?
In Norway, yeah. Yes.
So what kind of people normally come to the cafe?
Yes,
and
I
the
will tell you.
center?
So our initiative goes to the majority, because, as you know, what we've been experiencing, colonialism, slavery, and whatever, So it's our time to bring knowledge to Europeans. So there's a reason why we target the majority, mainly, but without excluding the minorities as well. So we work as well on the issue of self-esteem for our children. We're very much involved in it.
Yeah.
So we're having our African Children's Book Fair in December. Yes. So then we bring multicultural books from all over the black world, from the Caribbean, from Africa, from Cuba, elsewhere where you African cultures. So this has two main purposes: to teach the native Norwegians about our values, our oral traditions, and everything, and as well to maintain the culture with our children,
Yes.
African descent.
Okay.
Yes.
And is there a part of Africa in particular that most people immigrate here from, or is it?
That's a good
wide?
question, because Norwegian had developed kind of a commercial, I would say, trade with a political as well, relationship with the east of Africa.
Yeah.
And then
You were mentioning.
And then you have people from Kenya, Uganda, and then the African Horn from Somalia, Eritrea.
Not as much as
That's
west.
it.
Right.
That's
So
it. Yeah, the majority.
Yeah.
Yes.
So the kinds of food you serve here, is it primarily food from East Africa, West?
No.
or is it
It's very
from-
interesting. It's based on theme. We have a theme every week.
Okay.
We change in the area. Sometimes we have the Seychelles, sometimes it's Madagascar, sometimes it's the African Horn,
Yeah.
and sometimes it's the Caribbean.
Oh, great.
Yes. So is we say the black, tradition, culinary tradition from the black world.
And is it primarily just African food, or do you blend, infuse Norwegian food? And
No. We don't blend Norwegian food.
Okay,
But
just straight
no. It's straight African. But of course, the presentation is more or less an adaptation. Yes, because we have to do it in a high standard. Because if you do purely Ghanaian, it's too heavy.
Yeah.
You see?
Yes.
We do some kind of some compromise,
Okay.
but we maintain the main, I would say, essence. You see, the flavor.
Yes.
You know, we don't lose the flavor. It's important.
And
Yes.
is it hard to find the materials?
This
to
is a
make?
good question. It's always hard. In places like Paris or London, it's, you know, more or less in African territory.
Yeah.
Because the African diaspora in Paris and London are very big, strong.
Yeah.
Yes. And partly in Holland and Germany, but Norway is difficult.
Okay.
So we order, each time I go to Africa, I take a stock of things with me.
Okay, so you
Yeah.
have them shipped over
Yes,
here.
shipped here.
So as far as the menu, how do you manage to change the menu so often if the ingredients are hard to find?
Well, there's a lot of Asian shops here,
Yeah.
and Asian use more or less the same spices. You know?
Okay.
So we lack some, you know, some few things, but you know, those is not so very, I would say, determinate. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Yes.
Did how did you grow up in Ivory Coast?
Yes.
And when did you come here?
When I was 20,
Okay.
Yeah.
What made you decide to come to Norway?
spiritually.
That's great. And did you, when you came to Norway,
Yeah.
did you know you were going to open a center like this?
No,
or
maybe
like,
that was my mission, a hidden mission.
Ah,
Yeah.
nice. So this has been, it's been 15 years.
40, we celebrated our 40th anniversary
Oh.
last year.
Oh wow, congratulations.
Thank you. That was last year.
It's still an amazing feat. I don't think I know of any place like this
Yeah.
in New York or in the States.
We cooperate with the Schomburg Center. You know the Schomburg Center?
Yes, I do know the Chambly
Yes,
Center.
because they have some interesting program there.
Yeah.
Because they had a program there about Africans in India.
Yes.
You heard about that?
Very briefly.
Yeah, because there were some African rulers. So, it's a pity that you are traveling, but we can exchange. I can give you send you some
Yes, please.
documents
Thank you.
about
thank you.
nutrition,
Yeah.
African things.
Do you is there an Ivory, like what would you say is like the national dish of the Ivory
Of many
Coast?
places, yes.
Or-
Because now there are books, you know, books
Yeah.
about what you call recipes.
Do you have any cookbooks or any books that you like in particular? A
Uh,
favorite or anything?
well, we have from everywhere, from in Africa. So we learn from our mothers as well,
Yeah, that's true.
specifically from our mothers.
Yes.
So the science here is important because we think not quantitatively, we think qualitatively. Because the corner there is a normal, the cooker, you know, I don't know what you call it in English, is a cooker? You know? Huh?
Chef.
Not the person, but the oven.
Oh, yeah.
It's a domestic oven we use. But if you go to what you call a professional structure, that is called professional. But the one we make it is even better than the.
Yeah.
Because-
Sometimes it's most of the time it's like
Yes,
that.
because we had my advisor was an assistant of Ducasse. Ducasse is one of the great French chefs in France, in Monaco. She worked for him. She's normally from Korea,
Okay.
and she has a German mother and a Korean father, but she's born in Norway.
Oh.
And she's the one who told me, give me the, the way I should start. She said, when you start with the domestic oven. And when things start to, develop, then you can switch.
Yeah.
So because the quality is not only in the big things, So,
No. Yeah.
so I want to show you a book, if it's still there, because people haven't stole it.
Okay.
But it's nothing about the culinary, but the culinary I will mail it to you,
Okay.
give you
so
some
much.
references.